माताजी।
नमस्ते माताजी।
Chapter in chemistry and biology which is left. Chemistry chapter is quite little bit small enough, so we'll start with biology. So you can upload.
Okay, ma'am.
The best way of submitting your project or anything is through the link only. That is the best way.
So there won't be any reduction of marks, right, ma'am? I uploaded before only.
I will like you have sent it to minimum, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then there will be no reduction of marks.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so these two, one thing I just wanted to give a reminder once again, because we are not like so many kids are yet to be are yet there to submit your project. So at the end, so this is the last and final reminder I am giving. So after which I will not give any reminders. It is there. I will make it open for 2 more days. Within that you upload to get the marks. Otherwise, multiple strategies, and that is Uttarakhand project and your seminar, your subject enrichment marks will be 0. And that your what I say, we enter it separately, periodic 3 marks separately with grades, then your portfolio marks separately, then your subject enrichment marks separately, all with separate grading, separate. This one it will come. It is not one. The total might be 200 or 150, but it is all graded separately. Your internals are separate, your externals are like your exams are separate. Okay, so don't take it lightly. If you are not submitting, none of the teachers will be at the back of you to submit your work. It is your responsibility to finish your work. This is the final reminder I am giving.
Ma'am, can you tell once again what did you tell?
What, ma?
Ma'am, can you tell
I
once
am
again?
telling you with respect to multiple assessment Uttarakhand project and your seminar, this is the final reminder we are giving. Hereafter, none of the teacher will come at the back of you, or they will call you and get the project done. If you have not submitted, it will be a 0. That's all. It is not even or E2, it will become F.
Ma'am, it is seminar and the project, ma'am, Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand project both. So this is the final reminder I am giving. Now let me go on to the topic.
Which seminar did you give, ma'am?
December month I gave one seminar, seminar topic to be uploaded online.
Yes,
People
ma'am,
were
the video.
So that's all.
I'm an
So
offline also did seminar.
yes, ma, I know. That is what I said. Online and offline. Offline kids we have entered the marks. That is separate. We have for the offline we had specific topics to be spoken about. For online we gave open topics. That's all. Now when we go on to the next one, in case of the chapter of biology, so this topic is something in relation to the surrounding, the ecosystem. So all this time we had been studying about what is food, about the water. So something like an awareness. The last topic is awareness about what is being generated, what is being utilized. So when we are talking about what is being utilized, or you are doing any process or whatever might be, at the end result there will be some leftover. Okay, and there will be something which is remaining, something which is being remaining or which is of no use. Yes, none of the time, if you have seen 100% utilization is possible. 100%, there will be some which is being left over or there is some remaining. Okay, so this also happens in our day-to-day life. So that is the topic which we will be discussing. So when we are talking about from the morning we have got up till the end, okay, it includes the food we make or the items which we are using in our life. Okay, and it might be in and around our so like in the society where we live. Okay, there are so many things which we use and so many remainings which are being left. Okay, so the topic is all about the garbage.
Garbage, ma'am.
I have directly come what is garbage. So whatever I had been telling about the remains or the leftover or all these terminologies connected to the garbage. How is that the terminology, these keywords are being, I'm not started only, by the time you all got doubts. So how are these words being connected to the garbage? That child was, what is her name? Chandrahasini, where did I stop now?
Ma'am, last class I had many internet issues, ma'am, so I couldn't.
Ma, who's the last child, ma? One can answer, please. Do not make sound in the mic.
Ma'am, you did not ask, ma'am. Like you did not go to the.
I have not asked. Monday I was on leave.
Jeevan.
Ma'am,
Today I
Monday,
didn't ask
ma'am,
anybody.
Monday
That day
I
also I
remember.
had taught aquatic
Ma'am,
plants.
the last class I remember.
Rainwater harvesting, I had people who I have asked
Yes,
many
ma'am,
people.
till
Jeevan.
Maitreyan, ma'am. Till Maitreyan.
Maitreyan.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
ma'am, can you please give a small explanation on surface rain of harvesting, ma'am? I didn't understand it properly.
Surface rainwater harvesting. Surface rainwater harvesting is like Agne, whatever like apart from the building rooftops. Okay, there are a lot of open areas. Okay, so all this water which is falls on this open area. Okay, the water is getting wasted. So these waters are normally entered into the drainage system. So instead of that, what happened? We have a like at the end of the streets and all, you can see there will be a lot of mesh-like thing with what to say with openings. So water will enter into that particular into through that mesh into the percolation pit, which has a filtering, which is nothing but a filtering unit. From there, it is being led into the recharge reservoir. Means recharge reservoir, from the word recharge only, it's like replenishing or increasing the level of groundwater.
Well,
Okay, so recharge reservoir or the well where the water falls into the pit. Okay, and the bottom is a soil layer through which the water percolates and it increases the level of groundwater. So I had shown the video also last time. There were many kids who left the meeting before. It was quite late. I understand. It became 1:10, or I was there till 1:15 here. Okay, till 1:10 the class went. There were a lot of kids like who left the meeting.
Yes, ma'am. Many people left, ma'am.
Now, Parinita, I know these are certain topics we are not supposed. You are not supposed to join with the teacher. The others will feel bad. Do not.
Ma'am,
So, yes, Agni, did you understand?
yes, ma'am, I understood.
after it goes into the pit, there's a separate filtration unit, ma'am. This was shown in the video, ma'am. The
Which
filtration
one, ma'am?
unit.
Ma, normally what they will do is they pass to the, what is this percolation pit? This pit consists of 3 layers. Okay, where which acts as a filtering unit. Some people what from the like first filtering will be done. After that they will directly do into the sump, and from there to the well they will do. It depends upon the. This is a general outline, Yashkan. What you would tell, like in the percolation pit, whatever pit I am telling, it is basically a filtering bed only, right?
Yes, ma'am. Instead of 2 works, you showed it in one, ma'am. Some people
It's
do
like
like that.
connecting pump they are using. I showed it in one.
Okay.
This is basic model, ma'am. In that, modifications are there. Maitreyan, no, the last one. Manasmita. Manasmita. Manish, kids, can you be little bit fast so that it is we don't waste time. Manish Sairaj. Manjushri. Manu. Words I have just told you. How can I connect it with the garbage? That was my question. So, Manu,
Please read out the below two words, ma'am. I'm not able to see it.
remains and
Remaining
leftover.
leftover.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am. I'm able to see, ma'am.
Okay. Remains and leftover.
Ma'am, is this open hand question?
No, ma. Mitra? Mukund? It's almost at called 10-15 kids. Not even a single kids have opened the mouth here. Mukund? 9 Ruti?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, ma, how could you connect this remains, leftover words which I have used to garbage?
Ma'am, I have to tell it in a sentence, ma'am.
100% you should tell it in a sentence.
Yes, ma'am. Remains and leftovers which are not useful for us is called as garbage.
Remains and leftover which is not being used. Okay, fine. Yes, Niharika? Niharika Shivanand. Nikhil K? Nikhil Shivakumar?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, I think we can, the remains which are left over, we can put it in a garbage.
You can put it in a garbage. Okay, fine. Niharika, I have completed. Nikhil Shivakumar. Nitya. Nitya Nirvani. 610, 68. Nitya? Is Parinita?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, like many things will be like food which is remaining, we keep it in a fridge and after a long period of time we cannot eat it. So we will throw it in a garbage, ma'am.
So now what is garbage?
Ma'am, garbage means leftover food and remaining food is thrown in a garbage.
Only leftover food and the remainings are called garbage.
No, ma'am, any old things or which is not useful for us, that and all can be thrown in garbage.
Okay, fine. Parvati Mohan?
Ma'am, did you call me?
Yeah, I called you. Tell me.
Sorry, ma'am. I have a little internet issue.
Tell me. So how do you connect this word?
What word, ma'am?
Whatever is there on the board.
Garbage, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, garbage is called as humans wasted food or destroyed things.
Okay,
It's
fine.
called garbage.
Okay, fine. So Ananya, how do you connect it?
Ma'am, we can connect the garbage like many unuseful things and scraps. All the household waste goes to the garbage, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yes, Sahana?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the leftover and the remains of the waste things which we don't want to use, rather than throwing it like that, we can put it in the garbage, ma'am.
So Raman Subramanian?
Unuseful substances which you don't use is called as a garbage.
Okay, fine. Shreya?
Ma'am, some things, some old items, we find it unusual to us, so we consider them into the term called garbage. And the leftover things, such as, like, for example, called food. So the things which we do not eat, the leftovers is also.
In short, you have to tell Shreya. So that you convey what you want.
Ma'am,
Everything together you have to say as one. Okay, Chetan?
the remaining things or the leftovers is called the term called garbage.
Okay, Chetan?
Ma'am, the leftover remains or waste is called garbage, ma'am.
Give me 1 minute time. 1 minute. Yes, ma'am, please continue. Chetan?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the leftover remains or waste is called garbage, ma'am.
Okay. So wait. People who have answered, please put down your hands. Yash, come.
Yes, ma'am. The things which we consider to be unwanted or not useful, we call it as garbage. Not all, but some can be recycled, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Rakshita?
Yes, ma'am. The waste materials which are produced in houses and industries or any other place is called garbage.
Okay. So, Pranal?
Yes, ma'am. The remains or leftover things which cannot be used or consumed can be related with garbage, ma'am. For example, peels of vegetables and fruits cannot be consumed.
Okay, fine. So, Chaitanya?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the leftover remains of any material after being used in the industries or in the households is called as garbage, ma'am.
Okay. So, when we are talking about garbage are nothing but it is one thing, it is a used product. One thing, it is a used product. Okay. And one more thing, what I can say is if I have to use that product, might be other thing, it is of no use. It's a used product. Okay. And there is a, for example, if I am when I am making it's in a process. So at the end, there will be something which is left behind. Okay, left behind. So what we call it as a residue or the one which is. So some of these might be useful. Okay, and can be what I say can be used. There are certain things which we are using it. Okay, but there are certain things which we cannot use it. Okay, when we use certain things also, they cannot we do not use it in the same form. So what I said, which is left over or remains, is nothing but the waste. These waste are nothing but is being generated in either in the schools or in the house or in the industries, okay, or in the office area. Okay, so this can be, these are nothing but the leftover or the remaining, which is of no use and cannot be, if it cannot be used in the same form. So all this which is being produced at the end of the I do not want to use the word process. For example, from the morning when we have used, for example, when we brush the teeth, the water which we have used. Okay. I cannot use the water in the same way. I have to recycle the water, then I can use the water for either for any of the purpose. So washing the clothes or anything, whatever day-to-day activity, cooking the food, whatever work we are doing from the morning till the evening, okay, it is not only the fruit peels or the vegetable peels. We can use, for example, certain items which we are using. After we use, for example, milk packet. Okay, then we use what to say for packing materials which we are using, metal items which we are using. All this are useful. Okay, but after it is being utilized, that is why I use the used product. So after some times, okay, where it cannot be used in the same form, okay, and because of certain damage or something, what we do, we throw it off. The waste which we are throwing it off, since it is of no use, or since it is a remain, you can also say that for the food remains, the leftover food, that also you can say, or you can say using of any packaging items. Your polythene bags, which is very common example. Your milk packets are one common. Then your junk food items, wrappers also I can say. Then the metal items which we are using. Then your sharpness scraps I can say. Then your stationery scraps. So in like this, there are so many ways which is being produced in our day-to-day life. The same way when we are seeing, like it includes like so many things. so many solid waste are being produced in our day-to-day life. Fine. Now, when we are talking about the solid waste, so I give you some examples of a milk packet or the junk packets. Okay, but someone told me like vegetable peels, fruit peels, and all. Fine. So all these are being the one which is being thrown out. The one which is being thrown out, which is felt like it is a waste, which we feel it is of no use. Okay,
Ma'am,
and
I have a doubt.
yes, Parinita.
Ma'am, why will we separate dry and wet, ma'am, in a garbage?
Wet will be disposable and dry will be.
Parinita, I will get back, Parinita. I just started with the like to understand what is a garbage.
Ma'am, I have a question in the
I
term.
have not come to. I am just trying to find out what would you understand by the word garbage. That's all.
Ma'am, I have a question, ma'am.
Tell me.
I'm told a point that it cannot be used in the same form. So the melting of ice cream can be considered in this?
Melting of ice cream, how can it become a garbage?
Ma'am, because as it melts, ma'am, it turns into milk and we cannot use it in the same.
See, for example, I take a
Ma'am,
paper.
but
I
if
take the paper. 1 minute, Tejashwini. You take a paper, Shreya. Okay, you use it. After which you throw it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I cannot, like for example, a used paper I have to recycle the paper, then only I can use it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I consider it as a garbage only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you throw into the dustbin? The one which is a waste product, any waste product or the remains or the leftover only you throw, right?
Ma'am, I didn't understand this concept, ma'am.
1 minute, Parinita. When I am talking, Tejashwini or Parinita or anybody, when I am explaining one particular concept to a particular child, I want the other kids to be quiet. Yeah, you understood, Shreya, now? I can use that, but I cannot use it in that particular way.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine?
Yes.
Yes, Parinita, what you didn't understand? You are the one who explained what is garbage. Then now what you didn't understand? Tell me, Parinita. Now the question is for you only. I'm talking to you only. Tell me. Tejashwini?
ma'am, actually, when Shreya told the ice cream which is melted, it is not.
How can it become a garbage? I am telling.
Ma'am, it can't be as a garbage.
What you are throwing out. Okay, here we have solid waste and the liquid waste. Okay,
Yes,
the solid waste is what we are throwing and collecting in the dustbins. Okay, the solid waste which we are throwing, that is basically called as garbage.
yes, ma'am.
The liquid waste which is being generated and through the pipes which we are bringing, it is called as sewage. Okay, so whatever the liquid is being in space, basically the solid waste are nothing but the garbage. So the one which is of no use and it is thrown away in general. So if we are telling like the one, so it is a used product also. At the same time, if it cannot be used in the same form.
Yes,
That is
ma'am.
what I meant. Why I meant this because certain things cannot be utilized the second time.
Ma'am, but
One
ice cream
is
can be
being through.
utilized, right, ma'am?
Which one, ma?
Ma'am, ice cream can be reutilized, right, ma'am?
It is a food product. How can it become a garbage, my dear Tejashwini?
Not a
We don't throw
garbage.
ice creams, right? If it melts, also we keep it in the freezer. We will do it, and we will make it into a solid form. You have it, right?
Yes,
If you think it is a leftover, if it is a leftover food, like if you think it comes under the leftover food items, then we can throw it.
then we can tell it as it is in garbage, right, ma'am? It can be under garbage.
See, any leftover items, whatever food is being left over, either it can be a vegetable peel or an animal waste like eggshell or whatever the peels or whatever which is being left over, animal or the plant, your excretion or animal's dung or anything which is being left over, it is a waste only. Okay, so whatever you are throwing out, which is of no use, that is nothing but a garbage. You feel this ice cream is not needed, you want to throw it in the dustbin, you throw. That is food waste. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So now I just give you 30 seconds of time. Take the notebook and just to think over from the morning you start till the end. It can include appliances also. Okay. This 30 seconds you take and just chart down what are the various waste which is being generated in the house.
Waste, ma'am.
This is just last only 30 seconds.
Ma'am, today, now, means
Now we 30 seconds I said.
no, ma'am, the waste generated today we have to write, ma'am.
Not today. In general in your house.
Okay.
Ma'am, should we write it in our class box?
The running notes you are writing, no Yashkam. There only you write.
Okay, ma'am.
So now we have understood what is a garbage. Now you have to first think what are the various ways which is being produced. I said 30 seconds of time only.
Ma'am,
Okay,
just
time
now
up.
had a power cut, ma'am. What did you ask?
I asked to write down the examples of garbage.
Okay, ma'am.
What are the various ways which is being thrown out from our day-to-day life? If I say. Kids, apart from these hands, I want some other hands also raise up today. Only same hands I am seeing. Yes, Maitreyan, can you list some of the ways which is being produced in our day-to-day life? Tell me, ma. Give me some examples. Come on, fast.
Dry waste, wet waste, electric.
When you say dry waste, wet waste, what is the dry waste? What is that garbage? You tell me. I want examples, then only I can go further for the topic. That's why I'm asking examples. Rather than me telling examples, I gave you few examples. You people told me one or two
Once
examples.
again repeat the question.
What are the various ways which is being produced or the garbage, whatever you consider as a garbage? Okay,
Ma'am,
what
which
are the
is,
ways which is being produced?
ma'am,
The
which is
rubbish
not.
items which is being produced. Okay, so give some examples. I said, yes, my brain, give me some examples. Don't say dry waste, wet waste. What is the dry waste? So,
Can
so
I?
and so comes under dry waste. So and so comes under wet waste. What is the dry waste? You tell me.
Ma'am, can
Under dry,
I, Parinita? Ma'am, can I, Parinita?
Arenita, the question first for Maitreyan.
ma'am, dry waste means which like dust, paper, uh, uh, dust, paper, etc. Ma'am, wet waste means like peel of
Okay, fine.
vegetables that can be disposable. Why are they divided into two types?
You
Because
give me examples alone, I said. I never asked you to define what is a dry waste, what is a wet waste.
uh, paper, dust, peel of
Okay, fine. You have
vegetables.
given me two examples. Fine. Yes, Sahana, give me two examples, ma.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the plastic waste, the food waste, and the paper.
The plastic waste you were talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Ramasubramaniam, examples.
Ma'am, peels of fruits and vegetables, ma'am.
Peels of fruits and vegetables. Okay, fine. Satvik, come on fast.
Ma'am, I have one more. Can I tell one more, ma'am?
No, ma, other kids are also there in the class. They will tell me. Vanchika, tell me.
Ma'am, actually I have written many things, ma'am. So can I
You
tell
tell
it?
me few, one, two, ma'am. That is enough. Others are also there in the call who has to answer.
Okay, ma'am. Tissue papers and the newspapers which we are using, ma'am. Then
The major,
earbuds
the
and
major, the major waste is the tissue paper only nowadays.
ma'am, then the earbuds and the
No, wait.
earbuds
You
and
have
the
already told. Vanchika, you have already told. Now stop. Satvik,
Ma'am, wastage of food and leftovers, ma'am.
food and leftover. Okay, fine.
Excels.
Okay, Ashraf,
Cardboard, thermocols.
cardboard, thermocols. Yes, stationery items. You people do that. Yes, Purvi.
Ma'am, the unwanted food items, the moldy foods.
If most of you people tell me unwanted food items leftover is over. Vegetable, fruit peels, leftover food, that examples are over. So people came out
Ma'am,
with, you see, tissue papers. No, people came out with tissue papers. Then one child came out
ma'am,
with earbuds. Like that, there had been
ma'am,
so many examples.
Ma'am, I have a doubt
ma'am,
in this
then
exam.
too much,
Come in
ma'am,
the
as I have seen, ma'am, too much the fruits and the vegetables which we keep in the fridge for a long time, they become too frozen.
Okay, fine. Yes, Agni, what was your doubt now?
Ma'am, not doubt, ma'am. I wanted to say exam.
Ma'am, I have a
Wait,
doubt.
ma'am. Yes,
Okay, ma'am.
Naindra, tell me. Tell me fast.
I have a point.
Shreya and all, you need to wait. There are other kids also in the this one. I will give them a chance, then only I'll come there. Yes, Naindruti, can you be fast?
Ma'am, as ma'am, like fruits and vegetable seeds can it come as a waste?
Which one, ma?
Unwanted fruits and vegetable seeds.
Fruits and vegetable peels, for example, when it is being rot, it is of no use. We throw it in the dustbin, right?
No, ma'am,
So
seeds, ma'am,
now,
seeds.
if this which is being thrown into the garbage, after proper segregation, there we will study what it is: biodegradable, non-biodegradable waste, and all we have studied, right? There we will segregate. Don't worry. Once for you, it is of no use. Rot food items or something which you are throwing into the dustbin is dustbin, and it is a food waste. That's all.
Okay.
Yes, Nandruti?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, most of the times when we are cooking the food, you take chili or you take capsicum or any of the vegetables which we are taking. Okay, even when we take the pumpkin, whatever, all the seeds are we just separating. Lot of fruits we take, all we are just throwing into the dustbin. It is fruit waste. That's all. We don't segregate. We don't dry it. Then we go. Even mango, when you eat mango and throw it in the dustbin and go.
ma'am.
So it's a waste only. Yes, Yashika?
Sometimes non-waste materials also are thrown, right, ma'am?
Which
When
one?
we go to functions, we throw the leftover.
I'm Yashka, you wait for your turn. There are other kids who have to give up. I have so many things to say. I want to know what is the waste you immediately what comes to your mind. Yes, Saya Janvi. Now onwards, nobody will tell me fruit and what is say vegetable peels. That is done. Food items, whatever rice you cook, what the food we are throwing it out into the garbage, the spoiled food. That part is over. Now, apart from that, we will think over more. There are so many ways we are generating to create awareness. Only I'm telling you. You tell me what is the garbage you are generating. From that only, I can start the chapter.
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, may I?
Wait, Shrivika. I will call out, they will only tell me the answer. Yes,
Yes,
Shrivika.
ma'am. Ma'am, paper. After drawing, after doing craft, the leftovers will be thrown.
On paper. Okay, fine. Kirti.
Ma'am,
Kids, if your turn is over, please put down your hands, ma'am.
ma'am, toothpick.
Toothpaste.
Not toothpaste, toothpick.
Toothpick. Okay.
Yeah.
Tavisha?
Ma'am, used old mask.
Mask. Okay. We throw the mask. That is also a waste only, correct? Okay, good. Anushka?
Yes, ma'am. Unwanted clothes and packet covers.
Okay, old clothes which we are using, which we when we clean all after it becomes dirty, or when our old clothes once it gets torn up, we throw it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
And
packets.
shoe bags which are torn.
Only two examples I told, Anushka. There are other kids who they also have something to tell. Yes, Sharva, tell me, ma.
Ma'am, chocolate wrappers, biscuit wrappers, etc.
The chocolate wrappers, biscuit wrapper, we eat daily, correct? Yes, Shashank.
Ma'am, I was going to say same thing.
Okay, no issues. Saya Janvi,
Ma'am, plastic bags.
plastic polythene bags. Okay. So,
Ma'am.
yes, Pranal, tell me. I will come, Shreya. You should have some patience. There are
Yes.
kids newly they have done. They have now only answering. Let them answer. Yes, Pranal, tell me.
Sharpenings, empty refills, and burnt matchsticks, ma'am.
What did you say? Refills?
Sharpenings, ma'am. Empty refills, pencil sharpenings, and burnt matchsticks.
Okay, fine. Fine. Ranesh?
Ma'am, use and throw cups.
Use and throw cups. Especially during types of that plates and cups during the time of parties, especially. Now, if we use steel items, washing becomes very difficult. So we use disposable cups and plates. Very good. So that's one more that's major garbage which we have. Wait 1 minute. Aditya M. Kashyap, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Tea bags and dried flowers, ma'am.
Dried flowers, yes. After we keep it for puja, that flowers and what is the other one?
Tea bags.
Tea bags. Yeah, very good. That is also one thing. Now, yes, Poonam.
Yes, ma'am. I don't want to give examples, ma'am, but in garbage we can see as biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste, so ma'am.
Biodegradable, non-biodegradable. Later we will come. First we will see what are the waste which is being generated in our day-to-day life.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, what we use, what we are throwing. So which is of no use, we just throw it in the dustbin. Yes, that examples when we are done. After that, we will think what we will come. We will have an account of how much of waste is being produced. Step by step, I will go, Poonam.
Ma'am, may I?
If I give you, see, I can complete the chapter within 2 days, telling like this is the example of this is the like garbage. What is the definition? Example 2, example I can write, and I can go in for the next one. So why am I doing is to create one awareness. So see how much of waste, how much you are producing. So this is very much important because it is something related to our ecosystem and to ourselves. Every day, that's why.
Ma'am, can I, Parinita?
Kirti, please put down your hands, ma. Sonakshi. Sonakshi.
Ma'am, can I next?
Ma'am, she left.
Sonakshi.
Ma'am, she left.
Parvati Ashwin.
Yes, ma'am. The old machines and devices, ma'am.
What is that?
Old machines and devices, ma'am.
What do you mean by old machines? We just old machines means?
Ma'am, which not working, ma'am. Which is not repairable.
Ma'am, my mic was not working, ma'am. So I left the class and rejoined.
Okay, fine. Yes, Dimple.
May I answer?
Ma'am,
1 minute, ma.
ma'am, batteries and expired medicines.
Battery and expired medicines, correct.
Ma'am, may I?
Atvik.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, used syringes, gloves, then
Medical
rusted
waste.
iron.
So I will just put it as medical waste. Rusted iron. Okay, fine. Rusted iron, please. Fine. Saujanya.
Ma'am, broken pieces of glass
Broken pieces of glass.
and other materials.
Okay. Hemun.
Ma'am, glass bottles. We can paint it and reuse, ma'am.
You don't throw it, right? Then it doesn't come under garbage. I am just telling you. I am not asking you how can we reduce the wastage or something. My this will what is the normal like waste which is being produced in our day to day life. That was the thing.
Ma'am, plastic covers and plastic items, ma'am.
So Dhriti,
Ma'am, banana leaf, ma'am.
why only banana leaves?
Ma'am, after in marriages they use banana leaves, ma'am, for it.
Okay, fine. Saya Janvi, you have already answered. No, put down your hands. Yes,
No,
Chaitanya.
ma'am, she didn't answer.
She didn't answer.
You
Yes,
were
Saya
about to ask
Janvi.
her, but you asked someone else.
Okay, Chaitanya.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Only one example.
Yes, ma'am. One example is that these days in online deliveries, we get some cardboard box. After removing the product, we dispose of the cardboard box into the dry waste, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yashkant, one example. Only one.
Yes, ma'am. I'll say the major things. Milk or curd
Only
packets,
one.
plastic bottles, use tea powder.
Okay, fine. Lasya, one example.
Ma'am, broken copper wires, ma'am.
Broken copper wires. Okay. Now tell me, Parinita.
Ma'am, expired food materials and dirty water.
Dirty water is basically a liquid waste. Normally, whatever the solid waste which we are throwing, that comes under garbage in general. Chandrahasini? Example. Kids, put down your hands if you have answered, ma, please. That could be of great help.
Ma'am, fused bulbs.
Fused bulbs or tube lights. Okay, fine. Yes, Lakshita.
Ma'am, sanitary waste.
Sanitary waste, very good. Okay, Agne.
Yes, ma'am. Liquid and solid chemical waste generated from factories.
I'm talking about your house.
Ma'am, old vehicles, old cars and unusable vehicles. That
Okay,
comes from the scrap disposal.
Ma'am,
That can come
No.
from.
Okay, Nikhil Kola.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma, put down your hands if I've asked, ma, please. It's a fine.
Okay, ma'am.
This one.
Ma'am, examples are household scrap and use and throw masks.
Use and throw. Okay, fine.
Ma'am, can I?
Now, okay, fine. Now, next, kids, one by one, I'm calling. Just have some patience. Kids, it's not one child is in the group. It is a group. Many kids are there in the group. So, one by one, I'm calling, right? I could have completed in 2. Vibha? Vibha?
Ma'am, milk packets, ma'am.
Milk packets is already over now. So any packets like milk packet, oil packets. Then we have news. Samarth, tell me what you have answered, right?
Ma'am?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, can I say?
Ma'am, I have an example.
Ma'am, can I say?
Ashrit also I completed. 9 Ruti over. 9 Ruti?
Can I tell you?
What example you wanted to ask that is over, right?
Ma'am, I wanted to say an example, ma'am. You didn't ask me.
Tell me.
Plastic cups, paper cups, plastic spoons, and rusted iron.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, can I?
Shreya, keep your hands down. Jeevan, I will come, Jeevan. One by one, I will come.
Ma'am, no,
See, one
ma'am,
by
but
one, pass
I'm
me,
not
I
having
will.
raise an option, ma'am.
No problem. I'm able to see you. I have kept it open for this purpose only. I'm able to see you. I understand. Naindruti Andal, please put your hands down, ma. Shreya, tell me, ma.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, when we get it
Only one
wounded,
example.
yes, ma'am. When we get wounded, ma'am, we use the cotton to remove the blood, ma'am. So that cotton is put in waste.
Medical waste.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Tejashwini.
Yes, ma'am. The wastage are, ma'am, like example, the tea leaves.
Okay, tea bags, fine. Tea
Yes,
leaves,
ma'am.
fine.
Tea leaves and piece of cloth.
We already told.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So I have done with in this who else? Agne?
I already answered.
Ma'am, I didn't answer,
Oh,
ma'am.
Agne.
Ma'am, I answered
Chetan,
it.
tell me.
Yes,
If you
ma'am.
put down your
Ma'am,
hands, then it is easy for me.
hazardous waste such as electronic devices, ma'am.
Ma'am, please can I tell
Okay.
one example?
That's already.
You've already told na, Ananya. Now, Jeevan,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me.
Biomedical waste.
Biomedical waste. Okay. What do you mean by biomedical waste?
Means hospital waste, ma'am.
Hospital waste. Okay,
Of
fine.
expired
Okay. Yes.
hospital.
Okay, fine. That's what medical waste. Okay, fine. So now when we, yes, Ananya, what was the example you wanted to give?
Ma'am, after doing puja, the like leftover flowers we put it in
That is
the.
over. I think already it is being covered. So kids, now you have told me so many from the
Ma'am,
stationery
I have a
items
doubt.
like the left. Yes, ma, tell me.
Ma'am, we have this polythene bags, right, ma'am? That is also comes under garbage.
When you throw it, it's waste only.
I have one more example, ma'am. Can I tell?
Tell me,
Can I tell
Ma'am,
example?
nuclear waste.
nuclear waste. I was talking about basically the household waste here.
Can I?
Ma'am, we
Yes,
usually use
ma'am.
the.
Can I?
Ma'am, dry leaves and broken toys.
Ma'am,
Dry leaves and
Broken toys.
broken toys. Okay, fine.
ma'am,
Yes,
bathing
Ashwin.
water.
Baby diapers.
Baby diaper. Okay, fine. Sanitary
Old
waste.
shoes and aluminium paper vapors.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am,
So
bathing
now,
water.
Crushed cans. Empty plastic bottles.
I just jump on for one minute.
Ma'am,
Yes, Vanchika.
rusted
I'm not understanding because 2 to 3 people are talking. It's overlapping. I'm not able to understand the examples only. That's why I'm telling one by one. If you are answering, then it is better for me.
Bathing water, ma'am.
What, ma?
Bathing water. While we bath the
Bathing water becomes a liquid waste. Basically, it's like a sewage.
Okay, ma'am.
And torn cloth, ma'am. Torn cloth.
Don't close already. It is told.
Ma'am,
Now, yes, Vanchika, what do you wanted to say?
rusted iron, ma'am.
Rusted iron is already told, ma.
Empty
Now,
plastic
listen.
bottles.
What's up? Plastic bottles. Okay. Now, normally when we are yes, 9 to 3 kids. Now we'll stop with this. Now, so many examples we have started from the refills, from the what to say, from like we have seen from the drawing area, from the study area, then from the kitchen, then what and all waste is being produced. Medical waste, sanitary waste. Then we have seen about stationary waste, then electronic waste. Okay, so like that, we have charted down simple from the kitchen waste. Kitchen waste is not only the what to say, your fruit peels and the vegetable peels. Apart from that, we have
Ma'am,
whatever we use in the kitchen. Okay, so yes, wait, Tejashwini. Now, whatever waste we have said. So when you all came for the flowers also. Flower also you said once it gets dried up. So whatever waste now you have told me. Okay, so whatever waste you have told me is a garbage. And this garbage basically has two important components in it. One, I can classify them into two components. One component, I can say it is a useful component. And other is a useless.
Useless.
Useless. So, for example, in useful also, for example, if I can use it once, useful means whatever garbage I am throwing. For example, I am throwing vegetable peel. animal peel. For example, the child told me, asked me, Nainruti was telling, right, ma'am, the seeds and all which I am throwing. So if I can use that, once it has been segregated, okay, then it can, for example, it can be made into manure and it can be utilized. Or I can dry it and I can utilize it. Now, so in useful also, okay, certain things. For example, if you take plastic, okay, the metal waste, what you were telling, whatever you say as scrap, okay, all this glass, you said refills, which is basically a plastic. So when we are talking about all this, we collect that, we recycle it, or we again, or paper, you said. So all this paper and all, what happened after certain one process, what happened, it can be used it once again. Okay, I can recycle it and I can use it. For example, the child was telling, like, I have a plastic, what I say, container, means I can make it, I can cut it, make it into like using it for watering the plants, where I can put the plant and I water. Now DIY, lot of things are coming. DIY activities using whatever the waste which is being there, instead of disposing it off. Actually, it is a garbage. It is a waste. But it is a useful. It can be made useful. For example, there is something called as useless. Useless is something I cannot use it also. If I recycle also, I cannot use it. In none of the ways, I cannot use that. That is useless waste. Okay. Now, whatever examples you have told, okay, you try to fit it into whether it is a useful waste or it is a useless waste. You have to tell like whether it's a useful waste or it's a useless waste. In even garbage also, whatever you are throwing it as garbage, some of the components are useful. For example, clothes. You think it is waste and you throw. Now that clothes can again be made, it can be made useful also, right? So what, like what and all, for where and all you can apply it, or whatever thrown or waste cloth you say, that also can be used.
It can be used for one
The
thing.
medical waste,
So like that, for example, you take glass, plastic, metal items. Okay, whatever you say scraps, again is being made into something and again it can be used. But there are some waste which can never be used at all. It is a waste, means it's a waste. It is called useless component. So whatever examples you people have done today, why did I ask you to do is, whatever waste you people have chatted out during the class time, I want you all to put it into useful and useless.
excuse me, ma'am, the medical waste, ma'am, that can be considered under useful or useless?
In the medical waste also, what waste can it be made useful, what cannot be made